story for every vehicle is special. I love the story and the history and preserving that. It's in my opinion that people really never own a vehicle. They're merely the caretaker while it's in their possession. This is a 1964 Studebaker Avanti. The story about this particular automobile is it was purchased by a gentleman named Harry in the early 70s. He was a civil engineer, very particular about his automobile, so much in fact that Harry took the body off of the frame, disassembled this vehicle, and all of the chassis components, the framework, he had galvanized, which is pretty unique. He also rewired the vehicle, drew out diagrams, just very detail-oriented, and kind of getting to know Harry through this automobile. I've never met the man. He passed away in 1996. The vehicle was passed on to his son Andrew, and it's famous landmark in the neighborhood, kind of in between South Tacoma and Parkland, where it sat in the front yard for 18 years and was pretty much sinking into the ground, covered in mold, moss, mildew. Approximately 4 weeks ago, the vehicle was stolen out of that front yard after all those years. Some thieves backed into the yard, hooked up a tow strap to the front sway bar, drug it up out of there, did some damage, ripped the sway bar out from underneath of it. Word quickly spread that the car had been stolen. It had quite a bit of media attention. 3 weeks later, a off-duty Bonnie Lake police officer located the vehicle in Bremerton. There was also a follow-up story on Q13 and Facebook that the vehicle had been located. At that point in time, I saw it that night. I immediately called the owner here, Jim, owner of Jim's Classic Garage, where we're currently located, and pitched the idea that we should volunteer to get this vehicle back on the road. The owner of the vehicle was very apprehensive when I approached him with Jim's offer to recondition this vehicle and get it running. One of the questions he asked me is, why would you do this for me? And I shared with him that we want to preserve the story of this vehicle, clean it up as best we possibly can, preserve what Harry has done with this vehicle. He did it his way. A lot of the trim is black instead of chrome. That's what Harry wanted, and that's what he did. And going to attempt to get this vehicle back together running and driving so that Andy can take care of it and enjoy the vehicle and remember his dad. We're donating the labor. A lot of other companies are stepping up and taking care of the parts to get this vehicle back on the road as a goodwill deed for Andy. It had such a great story and a history to it, we want to preserve that and carry its legacy on.